Hi guys, we're back. This is cardio. Um, yeah, just got done with cardio today, so figured got an interview. There's a guy coming here at 10, but he texted me. It takes him 2 hours to get here. Text me at 9. He's on his way. So my guess is he's not gonna be here at 10, which is cool, man. Cool. It's not like I have other things to do, so I got other things to do right now. So my madre made a soup, and she does this thing where she makes something. I don't think she realizes, hey, people don't necessarily like to take their time. Well, actually, everyone in this household is a lazy individual. I want to put it in a thing and put it in the oven and simulate that because I'm using beef and chicken, and we're gonna want to do a slow bake on the beef because I believe it's corn. It's a very fatty piece of beef, and we can use that for our thing. But yeah, so we're adding chicken to it because she wanted more beef and protein in it, which is nice. Which I'll probably just put in a simmer pot then. Actually, I'll probably just use the soup and do that. Yeah, this has a little bit of gravy in it, but the gravy will add to the soup. Because she kind of made it like an everything soup, so it won't go bad. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna shred up this chicken. So cause you get these for $3 at Walmart, and you can add more protein. So why not add more protein? Cause it's a turkey soup we made, cause we had leftover turkey, which is nice. Probably just use water, cause the stock. Because there's gravy in here, and this is fatty beef, and I can probably make a nice little stock for the soup, and add to it, and then freeze it in bags. So that's my meal prep right now. Well, not my meal prep, that's my parents' meal prep, so we're not wasting a bunch of food, because food waste, I'm against food waste. Because food waste means you're losing money, right? Why would you do something to lose money? I don't know. Like ideally, I probably would use this make this a stock, but I won't use it, and it's so cheap to use, and you're not dealing with a bunch of bones and stuff. I have a Vitamix blender, so really we could make up stocks all the time because the Vitamix is made for that. Yeah, today I did a little tempo run, only 3 miles, 4x8. I was doing them at a pretty fast 9-minute pace. I definitely need to do it a lot faster. I think 6 minutes minimum. So there's that. But I really, I recently just discovered Carbon Up. I should probably be doing that because for long runs, for any run over an hour, which it did take me an hour because it was 5x800s, but including the rest, it probably was over an hour of heavy stimulus, and to force adaptation, faster adaptation, they recommend more carbs because it makes sense. Because your body uses carbs as a quick source of fuel, and so it puts it in your muscles that you're using, that you're doing. So if you're able to replace that glycogen storage as you're using it, you can push that muscle more, right? Which, being able to push that muscle more, guess what happens? Now you just gotta focus on recovery, like this. I'm tearing apart the chicken breast right now, so I can steal a little bit. Because nutrition really doesn't matter that much. I mean, yeah, it does matter quite a bit. I try not to eat before 10, but oh well, it's 9:50. That's okay. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, so I'm just gonna put this in the oven and do a slow little roast on it, just to break down the fats of this beef. And also there's chicken thigh meat in here too. Just add more complexity to said meat before just adding it to the soup, you know? Like, I'm adding the skin too because that's gonna be nice. Yeah, I read a book about simple soups because I bought a Vitamix and it comes free with like making soups 101, because that makes sense, right? As a blender company, sell how to make good soups and probably less people be angry at you. And I think that's a smart idea. I would recommend it. But today is meal prep day. I have an interview at this one place and an interview the next day. Which I'm like, gosh, good thing these businesses that said they were urgently hiring got back to me in a good time. No, it's been about 2 weeks. I'm like, I don't know how to increase that. If anyone does, let me know. I will kindly accept it. Now, today I think I want to do some shoulder exercise, and then I'm going to bench press. Yeah, I should do a compound movement, right? Well, I'm shoulder pressing, but I think I'll shoulder press and then bench press. Yeah, 2 combat movements, so back to back, probably. Or I could do it at the end. I'll probably just do it at the end, after shoulders. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you challenge the muscle, but if you bench press every day, you can, change their variation, change it, make more stimuli on the chest so I get a bigger chest, because I definitely am lacking in that area. I think also today, I'm doing core. I have a lot of time, I can do that, and I got my carbohydrates right here that I'll eat. Does nutrition matter that much when it comes to oats? Probably not. I don't think so, because I think they're long-lasting carbohydrates or something like that. It's just, I don't know how I'm gonna, I gotta eat my protein too. I think I'll cook it now. I've been cooking beef pork tenderloin. Oh, so good. I love a good old pork tenderloin now and then, because it has a really good deal. I think I got 3 pounds for pork tenderloin. It was 3 pounds for $2 and then 94 cents for the whole thing. Less than 99 cents because they're, I don't know, maybe it was going bad, I don't care. Flash Foods. I don't know if I can recommend it enough, man. Yes, I hate the fact that, you know, I'm giving out this information for free. Because, man, saving money is something I will. Grab those little. Yeah. Yeah, grab everything. I'm just gonna throw it away. Throw it away. Be like my parents, just leave it out so it just bangs. No, zip it up. And throw it out when you're done. That's how it should be. Yeah. So I joined the Navy. I'm a seaman. I'm a seaman, which is crazy to think about. I never thought I would join the military or any branch because I don't know. I just never thought about it, but I'm part of one now. Should turn on. Just bake it for a little bit. Alright, because I'm gonna not be here, so. Bake it probably for like an hour. Let these proteins will break down the fats really, and the thighs and all that break down a little bit more. Add more of that flavor from that skin. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. I mean, why not? My mouth is watering because this chicken smells divine. Never been a fan of chicken, but probably because my dad doesn't know how to cook. I've realized that growing up, I'm like searching up videos of how to cook and all this, because trying to be 1% better every day, you want to be able to cook good for my potential spouse, probably. I'm hoping I get one, but yeah, I want to cook good for them when they ask me to, or when I cook. I don't plan on staying single forever, but you should know how to cook then. Well, so I learned how to cook. It's really easy to cook proteins. It's so easy. And I'm a good cook in a way that I don't need anything really. I just, let me look what you have first. There's nothing specific. There's no recipe I really follow. Because, yes, I understand recipes are important. But, you know, chocolate chip cookies were made by accident, right? Not by accident, made by scarcity. All French cooking. They like to seem like they're better than everyone else, but really, if you think about it, like all the recipes that were made from scarcity or them getting, raided because they're having like a third revolution, so they're just staying inside their mansions and all that jazz, like all the food that made there that's like amazing, but it's like from that zoo. It's like all that food's really good and that meat's typically disgusting. Well, how could they eat it? And they do like a brandy soaked I do a brandy soaked like giraffe tongue or all this. Like I wanted to say another one. I do know, but it's like I don't want to, you know, swear. And I don't really care about swearing. I just don't want to get yelled at on YouTube. And actually, I don't care. But like all the like bull penis, like ginger blanched bull penis. That's my dog. Shooing him away. Because he's annoying me. He's right there. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a lot of focus, but not really. Just getting at her. I don't know if the sound is coming off. And if it is, I'm sorry in advance, but just doing my daily tasks. Might as well post to YouTube because I like doing it. It gives me a nice break from the day and helps me think what I'm supposed to do next, because sometimes I don't know what's coming next. Which I don't think anyone knows what's next, right? In an ideal world, you don't, and that's fun. But that's just not how the world works. I like to be moving, and taking risks. And that's why I was like, I gotta join the Navy. I got a set of skills that not a lot of people do. Have the ability, who say they can act in these situations calmly, precisely, right? I mean, you want those skills or something. And also, even the greatest poet in the world, everyone, was a soldier. So, because the journeys that provide. Okay. The pot of doom. Put a lid on it. Throw it in the oven. Alright. Well, guys, chicken is done. Why am I wearing a weighted vest? Well, if I get stationed in the front line, it's not like I don't get to not wear a weight vest. That's my goal, is to get stationed to the front lines, but I do the cool shit, not the wah death jockey. That's the one thing I'm afraid of joining the Navy, is staying as that little boy who never grew up or never saw a thing in the Navy, just stayed on a boat, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, that is needed. The boat requires a lot, but that took a long time to get up. But it didn't matter. But so, peace out, guys. Remember, get your steps in and work out 3 times a week. That's what I'm doing. Work out 3 times a week. Today, I mean, I try to do a little bit more because I can, but ideally, 3 times a week, you'll do fine. And if you want to lose weight, eat less. I mean, and if you really want to get, why? Now, eat less refers to, yeah, if you eat less, you're going to lose weight, yes. But if you want to eat less and have a good body, track it. Or learn the calories and proteins. But you don't really have to do that if you just know. If you stick to proteins, you have a higher muscle index because proteins needed to build muscle. Now, if you eat a bunch of protein and weight train, there's no negatives. If you don't weight train, if you don't challenge your body, then it will have negatives. But I imagine challenging your body, take 10 minutes a day, do a push-ups, whatever will count. Okay, bye.